come down here, like, I just want to get it fixed. I don't...
Just a number. It makes it look like I did something right.
When a living legend like Floyd Mayweather ends up in a hospital after getting hit in broad daylight, it shakes the entire boxing world. But now, we finally have Mayweather's first words since that infamous punch by Roy Jones Jr. outside the LAX terminal. And make no mistake, Floyd isn't backing down. In fact, he just escalated everything. So what did Mayweather say? Roy wanted a fight. He got one, Floyd said. He thought swinging at me would make him relevant again. But now, it's personal, and he's not going to like what happens next.
Roy, you know there's one question on my mind, and I appreciate you answering it. Does Floyd Mayweather want to smoke with Roy Jones Jr.?
Floyd Mayweather, anybody else that wants to smoke with Roy Jones, you know damn well they can get in on. Has there ever been a question? That's one thing that's different from Roy. That's the difference between Roy and Floyd. Floyd picked who he fought. Roy fought whoever the fuck came. So, don't get me fucked. Y'all made me cook.
They must have really forgot. Don't be sorry, champ. Don't be sorry.
But no, anybody come my way, man, I'm always ready for it.
Did you feel disrespect? Like, I mean, obviously you did feel disrespected.
I play stupid games, I mean, like I said, when this man was supposing him up over there in Dubai, I was going to do this try to lie to make sure he got home with me. You understand me? So, no matter what the difference may be, I still respect you as a champion. Now, you're not my top five, but I still respect you as a champion.
Let's rewind. A few days ago, the world saw it happen. Roy Jones Jr. walking straight up to Floyd at LAX. No warning, no build-up, and just unleashing a punch. Not a jab, not a tap, a real shot. And even though security broke it up fast, the damage was already done. Mayweather, who's built an empire on being untouchable, was suddenly the one getting swung on in public. Caught off guard. Vulnerable. Now, Floyd wasn't hospitalized because he got knocked out. Let's clear that up. He wasn't laid out on the floor, but he was sent for medical evaluation. Sources say the punch left him shaken and with a minor jaw injury. Not serious, but enough to get the boxing world talking.
Because I speak my mind. I speak from the heart and I speak my mind. Is that bad? Absolutely not. At the end of the day, I'm happy with.
But what makes this situation wild isn't just the punch, it's the history behind it. Because Roy didn't just attack a random retired boxer. He went after the guy who built his entire career on the idea that he's unbeatable. Let's not forget what started all this. This all started when Floyd threw shade, not directly at Roy, but at Muhammad Ali. Floyd has always respected Ali, but he refuses to call him the greatest. That alone already rubs some boxing purists the wrong way. But then Floyd made a bold statement. He compared Ali and Roy, saying both relied too much on their legs for defense. And once those legs faded, so did their greatness.
Roy Jones and Muhammad Ali is the same fighter. Their defense is their legs. They're young, and at the top of their game, they can move. Once their legs went away, they sat and done a rope-a-dope. Ali, the same fighter that got beat by a fighter with 7 fights. Leon Spinks beat Muhammad Ali when he only had 7 fights. Can Norton really beat Ali all 3 times? Go back and look at the fights. And I take my hat off to Roy Jones. Still beat more world champions than Roy Jones.
Sure, on paper, it might have seemed like fair analysis. But to Roy Jones Jr., it felt like pure disrespect. He didn't just take it personally for himself. He took it personally for Ali too. Roy told Seconds Out's Radio Raheem, "If you disrespect Ali, I can't respect you." And from there, the gloves were off.
He did, and that's fine. I went out of my way to troll him a little bit now. If you want to fight, come on. I mean, I ain't tripping. You ain't got to troll me. Come see me. That's who I am. I don't do talk well, you know.
Have you heard anything from him or anybody in the camp?
No, I ain't heard nothing yet, but they know where I'm at and they know how to find me.
I mean, you think there's a possibility, Roy? Like, we might get this exhibition?
Ain't gonna be no exhibition. I want it real. Ain't no sense being an exhibition. What we gonna play for? We both fight for real. What we playing for? Wasn't no exhibition. We didn't make it real. Exhibition for people playing. We ain't playing. I ain't anyway.
I mean, I'm being kind of lighthearted about this. You seem a little intense. I've interviewed you a lot of times. I don't think I've seen this look in your eye before.
Well, I mean, I don't bother nobody. I'm authorized. I can have my own opinion. If you got a problem with my opinion, then anything I say, I'll be willing to fight about. That's why I don't fuss much, because if I say it, I mean it. And if you want to do something about it, come on.
All right, real quickly.
Inside the ring, outside the ring, I don't care. Do whatever, however, wherever you want to do it. That's what I'm built for this.
Jones fired back by targeting Floyd's legacy, calling out the flaws in that 50-0 record. He claimed Mayweather carefully picked his opponents, dodged fighters in their prime, and never took the kind of risk that made Ali a legend.
Do you respect the Floyd 50-0, or is it like?
You got to respect anything a person does and stay undefeated that long. So I respect it to a degree, yeah. Is it a 50-0 that I think, oh, he the greatest fighter all the time? Nah. Chavez was 80-0 at one point. 80. He could have retired at 80-0. You go ever top that? No. He just didn't stop, right? You got the 50 and you stopped because of Rocky Marciano.
Right.
So Rocky died. If he wouldn't die, he probably would have kept going too. So and then at the end, you fight a guy that's 0-0 for number 50. How can I respect it? Yeah. You feel me? Right. So, I mean, I love Floyd, don't get it wrong, I'm not hating on Floyd, but come on, bro, you fight a guy that's 0-0, Conor McGregor was 0-0, and they let you do that?
And Floyd? He didn't respond with a single word. Instead, he dropped a silent YouTube, short, just him sitting in front of a giant screen, quietly watching all of Roy's worst knockouts play out. No expression, no commentary, no text. Just straight up, ice-cold trolling. The real trigger? The fight negotiations between Floyd and Roy had already been heating up, and it wasn't just about money this time. Roy had demanded one simple condition. Winner takes all, loser gets nothing. That's old-school warrior code. And for someone like Floyd, who's made millions in exhibition fights alone, that's uncomfortable territory.
It's crazy that everybody keep asking me, why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game, I said, okay. I said, you know, fighters fighting, they make 3 million, 4 million, 6 million, 7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million. But I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight and get a guaranteed 35 million when I'm doing exhibitions and getting 100 million?
Floyd wanted to turn this into just another money fight. Roy wanted legacy. And when Mayweather hesitated, that's when the cracks started showing. Roy took that hesitation as disrespect, like Floyd was ducking. And to someone like Roy, that's fuel to go off.
Is there something that you want to elaborate on, or is there something that maybe you don't like about Floyd?
One thing I don't like is that you don't respect elders. You talk about Muhammad Ali got beat by an 8-0 fighter. That 8-0 fighter was an Olympian who was a monster, who, if you had a monster like that in your weight class, you wouldn't fight him at that time. You understand where I'm coming from? So, that being said, you're disrespecting the greatest fighter of all time. And if you disrespect him, you disrespect anybody. So you have no respect. But when you see me, you're gonna have some respect. Because if you wanna get it, we can get it. I'm willing to go earn my respect.
But I didn't hear you say anything disrespectful about Floyd.
I never do. I'm not the disrespectful type of guy. That's not who I am. I'm the type of guy. The reason I'm not disrespectful is because when I say something, I'm ready to die for it. So if I say this, I'm willing to die for this. You understand me?
You stand on it.
I stand on it. You understand me? I'm not, like I said, I don't think LeBron is not a great player. I'm not one of the greatest players of all time. But if you ask me, in your opinion, my opinion, which I'm entitled to, you think LeBron or Mike, I'm gonna say Mike because I saw what Mike went through to get where he got. So I got my own reason why I'm gonna probably like Mike. I'm not saying just you're trash. No, you're not. I'm not saying you're not a great player.
Right.
I'm not saying you're not one of the top 5. Because you could be that, you feel me? And in most people's opinion, you probably are. Some people's opinion, you probably top 1. That's not, I can't say, oh, I'm right and everybody's wrong. No, that's just my opinion.
Right.
I'm entitled to my opinion. But I will fight about my opinion. So if you got a problem with my opinion, whoever, call my house. It ain't changed.
When Floyd said he wanted a fight, now it's personal. It wasn't just talk. Behind the scenes, his team is reportedly pushing for this fight to be sanctioned officially. Not just another low-risk exhibition. They want this one to count because Floyd wants to punish Roy legally, professionally, and on paper. And fans, they're eating it up. After the airport footage went viral, online debates exploded. Some people called Roy's punch cheap, others called it justified. But one thing's for sure, everyone's now demanding this fight. This isn't about rankings or belts. This is a straight-up grudge match, and Floyd knows it. Behind the scenes, Floyd's been training harder than he has in years.
Live, only on DAZN, June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Whispers around Mayweather's Las Vegas gym say he's putting in double sessions, sharpening his movement, and, get this, even sparring real pros again. He might be 48, but make no mistake, Floyd can still move. His reflexes are razor sharp, and that defensive style is still just as frustrating for anyone who faces him. And speaking of legacy, Jeff Mayweather, Floyd's uncle, just broke his silence on Roy's call-out, and you wouldn't want to miss what he had to say. At the same time, boxing pros are already picking sides. Andre Ward, Oscar De La Hoya, even Pacquiao's camp have all chimed in. Some think Floyd still has the slickness to outbox Roy, while others believe Roy's size, power, and grit might finally give Floyd the loss he's never had. Pacquiao shared his thoughts on the Jones and Mayweather beef, saying that if both were in their prime, Roy Jones Jr. would wipe the floor with Money Mayweather.
The prime Roy Jones?
The prime Roy Jones or Floyd Mayweather?
Roy Jones. You know Roy Jones, right?
Yes.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you. Do you think Roy wins by knockout? Do
You agree with me? Roy Jones is in his prime? Man, fast, footwork, strong. You see Roy Jones in his prime?
Absolutely. Do you think he will knock Mayweather out in his prime?
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you, man. What about an exhibition?
Lock 10, shout out.
What if they had an exhibition together? Who would win?
Exhibition is different. I mean, not like in the prime. But it's good. Good thing that different generation.
It's no shock that Pacquiao's backing Jones Jr., especially since Jones had his back too. He once said Floyd didn't deserve any credit for beating Pacquiao and explained exactly why.
I would not be able to take credit for beating Pacquiao after he got knocked out by Marquez because that's not the same Pacquiao.
Of course.
That's not the Pacquiao at the top of his game.
Yeah, of course.
But in society today, we'll call that person the best fighter ever.
Of course.
When that's not how that goes. That's not reality. But in the business world, it is because look how much money he made.
Social media's in flames, with fans picking apart old footage, debating records, and even placing early bets. This isn't just hype, it's become a movement. But here's the darker part. This might have been Floyd's plan from the start. His spotlight's been fading. The Logan Paul fight didn't land with fans, and his exhibition started feeling forgettable, so he needed a spark. And what better way to stir things up than to face Roy Jones Jr., a guy who doesn't care about money, fame, or legacy games.
Not because he did a great job, but he did it for himself, and it worked for him. But everybody now wants the Mayweather concept because Mayweather made so much money, staying undefeated, waiting till the right time to fight Pacquiao, fighting the right people to fight at the right time. He monopolized the business. But the problem was, it only made him money and the people he was fighting. It didn't make money for the whole sport. So what he did himself a great job, but it hurt the sport because now everybody wants to fight, stay undefeated. You understand me? Me, It's like when two guys get here, they gotta meet. No, wait. They was here 5 years ago. Yeah. They should have met. You understand me? Because now we probably could have got 3 good fights out of it. You understand me? But because we waited too long, the problem what people don't understand is tomorrow's not promised to nobody. Guess what? We forced.
But is Floyd ready for this? Because Roy isn't here to dance. He's here to destroy. That airport punch wasn't just a cheap shot. It was a message. And Floyd felt it.
What's happening, fight fans around the world? I know how y'all are. I know y'all enjoy this thing of boxing. I know we play games and people have their issues and people have opinions. It's cool too. I got opinions and I'm allowed to say my opinions or speak my opinions. And if somebody was trying to send me a subliminal message, it worked. Because if you want to prove that you're better than me, I'm always ready. Wide open, ready to go. It's called.
The real question now is whether this fight still happens under Roy's terms. That's the deal breaker. Roy laid it out plain. If Floyd wants to fight, there's no guaranteed payday, no fallback check, no sponsor money to cushion the blow. Win, and you take it all. Lose, and you leave with nothing. And Floyd's never operated like that. He's always been the master of controlling the game, from picking the venue and the judges to choosing the opponent and even the ring size. There was even that one time he got a referee removed in the middle of a fight. Yep, that actually happened. Let's break down the strategy for a moment. Roy's biggest weapon? Size and pure power. He's naturally larger than Floyd and has a knockout record that still commands respect, even at 55. And if you thought that airport punch was weak, you're dead wrong. The man can still hit like a freight train.
If you let him move around and do what he want to do, he's going to beat you because he's very explosive and he's very mean.
I was going to say mean too.
To me, people don't give him enough credit. People always say, well, Floyd would beat Sugar. No, baby, Floyd is not as nearly as mean as Sugar was.
You don't think you would have beat him?
How? How you gonna keep him off of him? Right. Sugar is a dog. Yeah. Just cause his name Sugar don't mean nothing. Yeah. Sugar is a dog. Yeah. People don't give him enough credit for that. You gotta think, this in around, between around 13 and 14, I think, Angelo Dundee said, you're blowing it, son. Sugar Leonard got went there and put these things on Tommy Hearns, who knocked Roberto Duran cold with one shot. Your Tommy hit you just like G-Man. You've been hit. Yeah. So for Sugar to go out there and do that, man, they don't give Sugar enough credit. You understand me?
He's a great finisher too.
They don't give Sugar enough credit.
He gets you hurt, it's over with.
They don't give Sugar enough credit. So for me, I like Floyd, and Floyd is cool, but it's like, it's gonna be hard for me to see how they're gonna take it and beat Sugar. I mean, they'd have to do something different, that's for sure. Now, if he did something different, he probably have a chance, but just the way he been doing with normal people, that's not gonna work. What I saw in his prime, that's not gonna work with Sugar. Sugar got a third element right there.
He said third element.
He does. He got a third element right there. And we know that. We think Floyd got one, but we don't know. We ain't never seen a challenge. We know Sugar got one.
Floyd's best shot? Stick to what he does best. Stay slippery, stay moving, and make it ugly. Frustrate Roy, take it the distance, and edge out rounds with sharp counters. But that all goes out the window if Roy lands just one clean shot. And with Floyd getting older, that chin might not hold up like it used to.
Yeah, I heard. I heard all about it. I saw Roy Jones call out Floyd Mayweather after Floyd Mayweather's subliminal disses. I saw it. And you guys are hitting me up repeatedly. Showbiz, who do you have if Roy Jones and Floyd Mayweather were to fight? And, you know, I must say, Roy Jones is my favorite fighter ever. He's my favorite fighter ever. You guys know I was a huge fanboy and all those things. I've said it repeatedly. But if they were to fight, I'll be rooting on Floyd Mayweather, man. I can't. Listen, regardless of how many times I've criticized Floyd and his career or whatever, Tim T has always shown me love, man. Floyd Mayweather showed me love, his son, his family. Look, Tim T has always shown love, bro. They have kept it a bean. I just never really been able to connect with Roy like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen him a few times. But I'm going with Floyd on this one, man.
But here's the thing that's got everyone talking. After that airport punch, the entire boxing world is now locked in. Promoters are scrambling. Networks are fighting for broadcast rights. And fans? They're calling this the fight that could save boxing. Real beef, real consequences, real stakes.
Y'all see what he did with Roy Jones?
What you mean?
All right, so Roy Jones had said something about him, and he ended up making a post. Floyd Mayweather ended up making a post about Roy Jones getting knocked out. Y'all ain't seen that shit? I'm put it in the chat.
It's silly because a lot of people don't have. A lot of boxers do not like Floyd. Like a lot of people don't have a lot of good things to say about Floyd. You know what I'm saying? But again, Floyd ain't got like.
Yeah. He don't care. He just
thing is, I mean,
I think a lot of the boxers, and I ain't saying Floyd is bad, and I think a lot of boxers mad they had nothing to do with Floyd did.
Right, which is do his own thing.
They do his own thing. They wanted to, but they didn't have like.
And what you just brought up makes me bring up another point.
So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.